On me again. Anyway, the tile's done, and now we're ready to grout, so that's what we're going to do now is grout. First, I'd like to address a comment yesterday concerning the safe usage of a 4-inch grinder like I was, and I will admit, Mr. Maressa, you're right, that it was not the right way. I'm man enough to admit when I was wrong, and I was wrong. In Tibet, they say, always be a half full cup of tea, so that way you can always be willing to accept more information. If your cup is full, then you can't grow as a person. And I will admit that I was relying on what you saw from many of the comments from yesterday's video of the sexual harassment I received. I was relying on my big arms to be able to control that tool. Janet, maybe you don't have massive arms like this, and that's fine. If I was a woman and I received those comments, I would do a blog about it and talk about how offended I am, and it would be on Upworthy, and I'd get lots of praise for my bravery. But since I'm a man and very vain, I appreciate those comments about my arms. Anyway, like I said, I'm a half full cup of tea, not totally empty. So then you just be like a drooling idiot. So thank you, Maressa, for helping me grow as a person. It's very nice of you. So anyway, we're going to grout this floor. First thing before you grout the floor, you want to make sure it is clean, lean, and not obscene, because it's going to be white grout and you'll see every little bit of it in there. And in order to do this, you're going to need a couple things. Not a half-filled bucket, you're going to need a full-filled bucket. Bucket of water, empty bucket, some grout, a little trowel, and a soft trowel, and a sponge. And then you're in there like swimwear. Alright, so you pour your grout into a bucket. I went with a sanded grout. It's a choice. I like a sanded grout on the floor. That's since we see real smooth grout, or it's got a little bit of a texture to it. It's the sanded grout. Add you just a little bit of water. You can mix it by hand, but I use like a standard kitchen mixer on a driller here. That's done. Now I'm going to clean my mixer. How do I clean that? Bucket of water. Pow, clean, look at that. Shoot. That's fantastic. Alright, let me bring you down here so you can see what we're doing. This might sound like common sense here, but you're going to want to start in the far corner, leaving the room. Alright? Take your trowel, go ahead, get liberal with it. Yeah, get it out there. Then you take your soft trowel and just spread it on in. Get in there, fella. Grind it in there as best you can. You want it to go fill up all the little cracks and crevices. Get in there. Around corners here, like here and against here, what I'm going to use is a silicone-based caulking, because between the ground and the wall there's a little bit of movement, and your grout's always going to crack there. So if you use a silicone base, smooth like butter, and then it's also more waterproof. Anyway, I hope that was an informative way to. Oh my God, I almost forgot the most important step. All right, I get all this in here, right? Boom, pound, pound. Pound, right? Here's the most important part. You need to take your sponge with your water. Sorry, did you miss me? I was over here. And then you want to let it go. Not too wet. That's what's going to give you those smooth lines. You want to keep all these little turds out of the grout. And you rub it. And we'll make it nice and smooth. Smooth, a little bit concave. Beautiful. And when you're done, you'll have a little bit of film. You'll probably have to sponge it off about 3 or 4 times. Get all the little sanded grout business off there. But that's it. Hope you got some fucking problems with that, Maresse. Maybe you're gonna say something about that. No, I'm just kidding. You're right. Don't operate a grinder like that. Clamp it to a surface. That's a freehand tool, and it could do some real damage. Anyway, I hope that helped.